This is Michael Madden broadcasting live from Remax Real Estate Unlimited over on Shot Avenue, Whitehall, Pennsylvania. I'm sitting here with a good friend of mine, Valerie Bittner, the famous local celebrity. The reason I asked her to come in today is a couple of reasons. We've been doing a series of one-on-one interviews, kind of showcasing the audience of the people I'm involved with the Lehigh Valley Elite Network. And she has an upcoming event, for breast cancer awareness. Why don't you kind of introduce yourself, who you are, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. I am Valerie Bittner. I'm an independent model, actress, and voiceover artist, but I've kind of expanded a little. I am also the producer of all the fashion shows for the Lehigh Valley Mall. And coming up this Saturday, we have the Think Pink event with the Walk of Hope fashion show. And what makes it really special is all of my models are breast cancer fighters, survivors, and care providers. And they are the most inspirational group of women you'll ever want to meet.
Yeah, and this came kind of last minute for me. Valerie had told me about the event, so I grabbed my camera because I wanted to capture it. And then Sarah T was actually the presenter last year,
yes.
And she just recently did a TED Talks over at Allentown Symphony Hall.
Yeah.
But I was shocked because here's this woman that comes out on stage and pulls her wig off in front of this audience of people.
A very young woman.
Yeah,
yes.
I was like, man, there are some brave women here, and it was so inspiring to see, just them giving back and kind of letting people know about breast cancer and how important it is to get diagnosed and to get checked to see whether you have it or not.
And it's funny you should mention that. One of my survivors got a phone call from her 33-year-old daughter and told her that she had breast cancer. Now, as a mother, that has to be devastating to hear, but it kind of compelled Jean to move up her mammogram 3 months, and by doing so, she found that she was in stage 4 breast cancer.
Wow.
So she and her daughter fought together and are now 5-year survivors. So that's,
it's huge.
The early screening, I heard that over and over again. I heard many of the women, discovering the lumps on their own, and also having to be their own advocate when doctors poo-poo them.
Yeah, and one of the things that was great is a friend of ours, Frank Bullwinkle, actually donated his time to videotape Valerie doing interviews with all these great ladies, and it was so inspiring because the reality is everybody can relate to somebody's story.
Sure.
And the thing is, when you get diagnosed with breast cancer or any kind of cancer, that's a big trauma in your mind, and there's so many thoughts that are going through your head, and just to see somebody offer their story of courage,
right,
really, and how they got through it. Mm-hmm. And that it's even possible to survive this, I think, was so neat because
that is really what. That's why we call it the Walk of Hope fashion show. And what I've tried to do in writing the commentary is I'm writing it for you, the audience members, because at some point in time you're going to be touched by somebody who is either battling breast cancer or caring for someone with breast cancer, and each model has given us something that you can do as a support person for someone who's battling or care providing. And I'll give you an example. We have one care provider who said that she had to go cook, clean, and drive her mother to numerous appointments, and then go home to her own family and have to cook, clean, and drive her kids to appointments. And so that care provider is very overwhelmed and very stressed. Show up with a casserole. That's it. That's what you can do if you know of someone who's battling this.
Yeah, and then we also did something with the cancer support group. Like you donated that check last year.
Yes.
If you could tell people a little bit about that, because that was the first time I ever heard about that
Cancer
organization.
Support Community is this incredible organization whose services are totally 100% free, and it's for every type of cancer. So they have support group meetings for colon cancer, for brain cancer, for breast cancer. So you have the support group meetings, but above and beyond, they have Tai Chi, they have meditation, they have yoga, they have cooking classes, because as a cancer patient, you're going to have special dietary needs and restrictions, and they show you how to do that. They just have fun little classes where you can get together. One of my models this year said, all of her friends and family completely dropped off the planet when she was diagnosed with breast cancer. I don't know if they were afraid they were going to catch it. They're looking at their own mortality.
Yeah.
But she had literally no friends and family. She said that she showed up at Cancer Support Community, I'm gonna start crying, just crying, and fell into Jen Sinclair's arms, who introduced her to people who understood, and those are still her friends today. And that's what Cancer Support Community does. So again, we will be giving them a check for $500 for finding us our volunteer models for this event.
Why do you do it?
Why do I do it?
Yeah.
My mother battled breast cancer for 5 years and lost her battle in 2008.
Good.
Yeah. So this
Well, not
is-
good.
Yeah, I know. I know what you mean. It's fun. One of the things you'll have to check out, one of my models, Heidi Kelly, writes a blog all about her experiences with breast cancer, and one of them is how to talk to people who have breast cancer or know somebody.
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
like-
those little things, because you really don't know what to say, and it's perfectly understandable. But Heidi gives you a lot of really great tips in her blog.
I got to say, I'm so proud of Valerie and just her spirit and what she does for the community, because this is all her just being a good person, doing what she's got to do. And the reality is, it could save somebody's life just by bringing the awareness of, early detection and, seeing somebody that actually kind of blew it off, and then they get diagnosed, and all of a sudden, if that would have happened a year or two before, it may have made a huge difference in their health outcome.
Again, the message is going to be so inspirational. If you don't come for the fashions, come for the inspiration. I can't even begin to tell you. We have an exciting finale this year that I'm really excited about. So I'm just going to leave that teaser out there, and you don't want to miss it.
Okay, so the location is?
The Lehigh Valley Mall, and we are going to be in the atrium area in front of Victoria's Secret. I think Gymboree is right there. So look for us right dead center of the mall downstairs. The Think Pink event starts at 11, and the fashion show kicks off at 12 noon.
Good. So a little commercial plug for yourself. What do you do? And how does somebody get a hold of you for
How does someone
hosting those
get a-
types of events or whatever?
Well, I always say I'm professional talent for professional marketing. So if you want a web video on the landing page of your website, but you're not comfortable being your own spokesperson, I can do that for you. Do you know you're 40% more likely to turn website viewers into paying customers buying your product with original photography on your website? So if you need someone to portray a client, that's something that I can do for you. And lastly, voiceover. Have you listened to your outgoing message lately? Does it say, "Hi, I'm John, leave me a message"? And I did have a John Nielsen, and he did commercial cleaning. He said, "Val, I'm a guy with a scrub brush in a van. You really got to help me." And now when you call John's business, you'll hear, "Hi, this is Nielsen's Commercial Cleaning. We are your #1 restaurant hood cleaning in the Lehigh Valley." And it sounds like you're calling a brick and mortar business, and it just takes your business from this level to this level.
Yeah.
So remember the audio content about your marketing as well. But go to ValerieBittner.com, and you can see the many ways businesses have used me to take their marketing from forgettable to incredible.
So if you want to meet other great business owners like Valerie Bittner, you could find our schedule at LehighValleyEliteNetwork.com. If you can't find it on the internet, which is pretty hard not to, just search social media Lehigh Valley. We'll be at the very top of the page. And if you have any real estate needs, my website is michaelmadden.realtor or LehighValleyEliteRealEstate.com. And we're broadcasting live from RE/MAX Unlimited Real Estate, Shot Avenue in Pennsylvania. Cutting off for now.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.